What's up, guys? It's your boy Ricky Ross back with another video. I want to say thank you to everybody out there watching my video. I truly appreciate it. For those of you out there who don't know who I am, I go by Ricky Ross, Amazon Germany seller. Been doing this for quite some time, and I do offer a mentorship program. If you're interested, my email will be in the description down below. Awesome. So I wrote down in today's video, I wrote down exactly what we're going to be talking about because I have 10 frequently asked questions about shipping multiple items to Amazon FBA. Okay, we're going to jump into it. These are the most frequently asked questions. I'm going to tackle each one and hopefully give you the right answers to all of these questions. So without further ado, question number one, most people ask is, can I mix different products in one box when sending to Amazon FBA warehouse? Guys, the answer to that is a yes. Yes, yes, yes. You can mix, even if you have 500, 1,000, 2,000, whatever you have, you can mix them up in several different boxes. Or let's say you have, maybe you have 50 items that can all fit into one box. As long as that box meets Amazon's dimension, if you can fit all in one box, yes, you could send mixed items to Amazon. It doesn't matter what it is. Only thing you got to do is make sure that you have them well labeled, and then you specify them in the Amazon console what you're sending to them. Answer to that is yes, yes, yes. Then question number two is, where do I go inside the Seller Central to create Amazon barcodes or FNSKU codes, and how do I print that or them? To answer this question, we have to dive into my computer, literally dive into my computer. So I show you one, where in your dashboard you go to print the Amazon barcodes or FNSKU barcodes, and also how do you print them. I'll also show you. So come along, we're going to dive into my computer and do that. You want to go to your Amazon dashboard, click on inventory, click on manage all inventory. It should bring you to a page where you can select the inventories that you want to replenish. Obviously select those ones. After you select them, there should be a menu that pops at the bottom, says select group action. From there, you will look for send or replenish inventory. Click on replenish inventory. It should bring you to where you can print your SKU labels. Click on print SKU labels. You will see it here. Hopefully you've selected your true printing format. I've got thermal printing. And then select the amount of labels you want to print and click on print. It should download a PDF file. Click on the PDF file. Your labels will appear. Once your labels appear, all you need to do next is pretty much print your labels out. Here I have my Mumbai label printer. I simply select it, go down to my settings, change it to the 2.25 by 1.25 label. And once I select that, the next thing I do is simply print. Yes, I've seen it, and I select print. After I print, it should then pretty much come down to going to my Mumbai printer and printing. And that's pretty much how you do it, guys. Question number three is, where exactly do you stick the FNSKU label? This is an FNSKU label. Oh, it's pretty bright. Sorry, my light's so bright. FNSKU label. That's what it looks like. I hope you can see it. Oops, it's so bright, guys. Yeah, there you go. Where exactly do you stick the FNSKU label on the product itself or on the poly bag? This question depends on if you're sending a product like this, right? It's already in a box. This product is already in a box, okay? And assuming you're sending this product already has its own barcode, okay? Now, if I was to send this to Amazon, I would now grab one of my Amazon labels, take it out like this, okay? And then I would stick it and cover up the label that's already the barcode that's already on the box. That's what I would do. Okay, I hope you can see this. It's pretty bright. Sorry about my light. So that's exactly what I would do. Stick it on the product like that. Now, if you had a product where you wrapped it like this, let's say you bubble wrapped it, okay? This is a shrink wrap, okay? You would simply stick your label somewhere on the shrink wrap. I've already done it to this product here. Let me take it off. So it's pretty easy. Just put it on the product itself. Okay, it's gonna tear off, but I've already stuck it on there. I hope you guys can see it. Yeah, this is it. Better like this. Yeah. So here I have the barcode itself from the product. There's a barcode there. Now, the fact that I've shrink wrapped this and then I put a label here, Amazon will see and they'll know that this is the label. Okay. Now, normally I would cover this barcode here so it doesn't, but it still doesn't really matter. I put my barcode here. That's okay. Or if you want, you could put your barcode here. They'll still, as long as your barcode is over the shrink wrap or the bubble wrap, Amazon will know that that's basically the barcode to use. So I hope that answers that question. Question number four. Okay. Do I need to put each item in a bubble wrap, in a poly bag, or box before sending to Amazon? Okay, so this is a bubble wrap. Okay, this is what I would use to bubble wrap my product. Although there are different types of bubble wrap, and then I consider this to be a poly bag. This is what I consider to be a poly bag. And of course, this would be a box. Okay. Of course, this is a box. Now, this question is really a tough one to answer. It depends on the product, guys. I mean, if, for example, you had a product like this, okay, a product like this, I would use a shrink wrap to wrap it, okay, wrap it round real good, because the main thing is, let me demonstrate. Maybe I need to demonstrate as I'm talking here. So I would shrink wrap this like this. This is what I would do. Okay. Okay. And I would make sure that it does not leak, or if anything were to, let me show you. So what I'm trying to avoid is, if anything were to press here, I want this not to leak. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So I want to shrink wrap this. Now, I could also, if I wanted to bubble wrap this, I could also, if I have a bigger bubble wrap, I could put it in a bubble wrap. This is not big enough for it. I could also do that with this. So the answer to that question is really up to the product that you're using. Or I could also put it in a box, and send it to Amazon. But I wouldn't want to put this in a box to send inside another box to Amazon. That's way too much. That's what we call overkill. So when should you use a bubble wrap, or when should you use a shrink wrap? If, for example, I have a glass item like this. Now, a glass item like this, I would bubble wrap. Okay. Not even, I wouldn't even use this. I'm talking about, what I mean by bubble wrap is, I have another bubble wrap, and I'll put it on the screen, where I would literally wrap it in a bubble like this and then shrink wrap it even more. I'll use this and then wrap it all around. So that way it doesn't break. I have a bigger bubble wrap than this. Um, Now, assuming I wanted to send this item to Amazon, where it's difficult to maybe put a barcode on, then I would then use the poly bag. I would just simply put this, since I can smoosh it and squeeze it, I would just, let's see, come on, squish it in to, see, that's it. So I would do that. That's what I would do. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so I would then put it like this. Sorry for the mess, guys. I would then put this in a what do you call it? A poly bag. This is a poly bag, and of course, there's a seal. It has a seal up here. I'm not going to seal it, but I would just take it up, and it would seal real nice and neat like that. So when Amazon, then I would put my, once again, barcode, stick my barcode on it, and then put it inside my box of items that are going to Amazon. So when the customer gets it, Amazon will ship it to the take it out of my box and ship it to the customer. I don't know if they'll ship it like this. I doubt they will, but they'll put it inside another Amazon box. We'll get to that. So to answer that question, it depends on the product. So you have to use your common sense and know when to use a poly bag versus a bubble wrap or a bubble bag, and then also know when to shrink wrap. Okay, guys, so just use your common sense and then try to figure it out. At the end of the day, you must put your Amazon barcode on it. And same thing here. If I finished putting whatever I want to put here, I would stick my Amazon barcode on here. It's real nice and neat. One more thing. If I'm using this bubble bag or this shrink a poly bag, Amazon policy states that I need to put suffocation notification on there. So what I do is I usually print mine out on my 4x6 paper, and I just use a scissors. And what I do is I print a lot of the notifications on there, both in English and German. Okay. And I just cut them up and I just peel it. Okay. I peel it like that. And I will just put this is my do not suffocation warning on it. That's it. That's all I do. And then they would have that on there, so I have my do not suffocate label or warning on this poly bag. Now, is it necessary? Yes, it's good to have it, because you want to practice that. That's a good, practice or good system to have your do not or your suffocation warning notification on your paper, on your poly bags. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to all this, where you can purchase all this materials in the description down below. Or if you guys want me to make another video on where to purchase it, just leave a comment in the comment section. But in a nutshell, to answer question number 4, you just have to use common sense, guys. That's just the bottom line to that question. I hope I was able to answer that question. So we're going to go to question number 5. Yes, it says, can I deliver the boxes myself to the Amazon warehouse to save money? Sorry, I left it discussion. I get discussion a lot. Though the answer to that question is no, guys. You cannot send. You cannot take the boxes or deliver the boxes by yourself to an Amazon warehouse, even if you know where an Amazon warehouse is, because Amazon system is so robust. So I don't know how they do it, but no, you simply cannot do that. You can't just walk up to their warehouse and say, I have some products here. Here you go, Amazon. No, there's a process to it. And just because you have an Amazon warehouse close to you does not necessarily mean that that is the warehouse that they'll have you ship your products to. I've had situations where I live in Hamburg and they have me ship my product somewhere in Poland. So that's a no-no, guys. You cannot take the product by yourself to Amazon. Okay. So question number 6 says or ask, do small poly bags also require suffocation warning labels? So, for example, do you need to put a suffocation label on an 8 by 6 centimeter poly bag? In order to answer that question, I brought my tape. Let's see what 8 centimeters looks like. Okay, so this is my tape. So we're going to pull 8 centimeters is right about here. Okay, by says 3 centimeters right about here. Whoa. Okay, so the question is, will that need suffocation label? I mean, common sense, you can't even fit anything in there. So I doubt that you would need a suffocation label on that. So the answer to that, I mean, for me, would be a no, because can you suffocate something or something with this? Yes. Somebody, yes. This is pretty big. So you would need a suffocation. I think they do this mostly for kids, babies. So, in case parents get this, so there has to be a warning to inform the parents that this, there's a suffocation warning on it. So for something that little, I doubt you would need a suffocation label on it. So the answer to that would be a no. Awesome. So before I go to the next question, I just wanted to mention and say I do offer a mentorship program on Amazon Germany. It's always good to have someone who can guide you and show you the way to, Amazon, to doing your Amazon the correct way. So if you're interested, my email will be in the description down below. Hit me up and I'll give you all the details on how to join my mentorship program. Now we're going back to the next question. So question number 7. Yeah, 7. Yeah, 7. Question number 7 says, can the barcode label be printed in small size if the product is tiny? So guys, the barcode I use is 2.25 by 1.25 millimeters. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the screen. I use it on a ball pen. Yeah, so on a tiny product like this, as you can see, I have a barcode already on it. Yes, you can. So because it wraps around it, or let's assume your product was as small as, let's say, a credit card. Okay, let's say it was as small as a credit card. Can you put a barcode on it? And I think the answer would be yes. As you can see, this is a credit card. So even if your product is as small as a credit card, so you can put a barcode around it or on it. Even any like this tape, let's say your product was as small as this tape, can you put the barcode on it? Yes, you can. As you can see here, it's maybe not Yes, you can. You just have to, you know, assess it properly. What if your product was oval, maybe oval as in an oval bottle? Yeah, definitely you could put it on here too. So can you put this on practically any product? Yeah, your barcode, if you get the right size barcode, you could fit it on practically anything tiny, because that's what this barcodes are for, to stick onto anything as small as a credit card. So I think the answer to that question would be a yes. Cool. Question number 8 says, how do I handle fragile or liquid items? Cream tubes, spray bottles, and glass cups. Well, I have a glass bottle here, and I'm going to put a video on the screen of me bubble wrapping another glass bottle. So normally we bubble wrap them. We put it in bubble and then we wrap them around like that, and then use the shrink wrap to wrap around and protect it. So in case it falls, I'm not going to drop it now, but in case it falls, the bubble wrap uh, protects it. Now this is a bubble. Sorry, this is a bubble wrap poly bag. There's a different bubble wrap. I'm going to put the link to that in the description, so you guys can see that bubble wrap is much bigger. And I'm going to put a video up as I'm talking to show you the kind of bubble wrap that you would use practically for any product. If you put this bubble wrap around any product, you would be protecting that product. So yes, the answer to that question is, if you have a fragile or liquid item, use a bubble wrap to wrap it, so it protects it from two things. In case there's spillage, and at least it doesn't spill onto other products. It's sort of like protects it from spilling onto other products. And two, if it's dropped, in case of a bottle, if it's dropped, the bubble wrap can protect it from the fall. So question number nine asked, who does the final packaging for customers, me or Amazon? That's a very good question. The answer to that is Amazon does the final packaging, meaning if you were to send a product like this that's already in a box, okay, does Amazon send it like this to the customer? No. Amazon puts it, let's assume this is Amazon box. They put it in this box and send to the customer. Okay, so they would send it in their Amazon box. I know it's pretty big. That's how they do it. They send it in a box like this and they send it to the customer. So most times 9 out of 10 times, guys, 9 out of 10 times, doesn't matter whether you're sending, a shrink wrapped product or a product that's already in a box, such as this 2 items here, already in a box. Amazon will not send it to the customer like this. They'll find another box and they'll put it inside. So the answer to that question is, you're not the one that's going to send it to the customer, meaning your prepping is not the final prepping. Amazon does put your boxing or your bubble wrapped product, such as this. This was the sponge that we put in here. Okay, even though this looks good and you could put your label, of course, your barcode, of course, would be here, but still, Amazon would take this and put in here and send to the customer. So they will not most times send it like this to the customer. So the answer to that question is Amazon does the final boxing. Question number 10 goes, what's the difference between the two labels on the shipping box? That's FBA box label versus carrier label. Very good question, guys. So as I'm explaining this, I'm gonna have a video of how we put our labels on the box. Yes, one of the labels is for Amazon FBA warehouse. Okay. And then the other label is the carrier label. So the carrier label tells Amazon, I guess, or whoever that, or the carrier, that this box has been paid for. Okay. And then the other label, when it arrives to Amazon, tells Amazon, number one, which warehouse it needs to go to, and it also tells them who it's coming from. So it pretty much, from what we see, okay, on the labels, guys, because we have our name on both labels, but we also see where it's going to the warehouse. And this is how you know which warehouse your box is going to. It shows on the Amazon FBA box label which warehouse your box is going to. So yes, I hope I was able to explain that number 10 question. So those are the 10 most frequently asked question that people tend to ask a lot. I hope I was able to surgically answer those questions as best as I could. I hope to help somebody out there. If you know anyone who needs this video, please share the video to them. Like the video. Comment if I missed anything. And another thing, if you guys have some more questions which I missed out or maybe I didn't cover, put it in the comment section. I will take a dive at it. Okay, guys, I truly appreciate it. Once again, I offer a mentorship program. If you're interested, my email will be in the description down below. It's your boy Ricky Ross saying I'm out, y'all.